Greetings. This is Frina Riramentra. I normally half of one, but now for the Christmas season, full of one. And YouTuber. Today we'll be going into a reaction to Critical Role's Four-Sided Dive, where they discuss the events of the previous episodes of Critical Role, which in this case will also include the two-part one-shot Mighty Nine Reunited. Let's see. Before I continue, I should probably point out that I do not own nor am I associated with Critical Role, its YouTube or Twitch channels, or any of its other online presence. I'm just a fan sharing with other fans. Yeah, I should probably just get right into it. And here we go. Oh, Liam
found Bubble Bobble for my Commodore 64.
What's a Bubble Bobble?
Oh, a Bubble Bobble is like the game of
the
little dinosaurs that blow bubbles.
Oh, I have that.
It's very festive.
But then it was under the tree. And then I went,
it's weird that all the females here are wearing something I also have.
Parents know we're rolling. Yeah.
Parents closet.
Ho, ho, ho.
I have that too.
Hi.
Hey.
I guess we're doing a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, Merry Crimbo.
Shame they're not doing another, like a sequel to A Night Before Christmas.
I'll take the.
Are we doing this?
Puke dice.
My losing streak alive.
I don't want to win.
Oh! I rolled a 6. How did I win?
It was a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 6.
You had it coming.
That was awesome. It's about time. It's about time.
It's
Oh God!
Just right.
Careful.
He only had.
Don't you even. That thing is so
He only
hilarious.
had himself.
You can do it, Liam.
Literally only know that song.
Okay,
Song
it says
from
host, so that must be me.
AT&T YouTube
Greetings,
channel.
critters. 'Tis I, your 9th tavern keeper on this very special four-sided
cool.
dive, where we'll be celebrating our hemisphere being angled really far away from the sun, and we'll do so with song, motherfucker. On tonight's four-sided dive, we're gonna talk about when Laura Bailey sondered a tree. And on tonight's four-sided dive, we're gonna chat about how Orem totally died. And Laura Bailey sondered a tree. Also on tonight's four-sided dive, we're gonna spill some tea on how Towson played as Kingsley.
Yeah.
Orem totally died.
There it is.
And Laura Bailey sondered a tree.
Yeah.
Oh, and on tonight's four-sided dive, we also touch on, what are we on, 4?
Yes.
Mercer's 9 Mighties reunited. Towson played as Kingsley. Orem totally died. And Laura Bailey sundered a tree.
There you go.
Oh, lastly, on tonight's four-sided dive, we will have for you a silly gift exchange.
That should be easy.
Mercer's 9 Mighties reunited. Towson played as Kingsley. Orem totally died. Reality is an illusion. Laura Bailey sundered a tree. I'm holding for applause. Thank you. Thank you.
I think that's
college
idiot.
degree wrote that. Welcome to Four-Sided Dive. Let's fucking do a show.
You know, I didn't see this on schedule. I was wondering if they would have this or not. Well, this is the day after. It's after I didn't get home till past 10.
Welcome back. Happy
Not
holidays.
no, I only got work at past 10.
That's okay. I feel so good with these big chunky socks on and these long johns because I feel like I'm wearing footy pajamas. I really want to play
pretty great.
Nintendos.
Are you trying to get your feet on WikiFeet? Why are you playing with your feet so much?
There they are. boys or girls.
Raise that
there's
score.
runs
Stop
the
it,
website.
stop
it.
Sure to vote.
I feel like every
Have a lot of
time
movement there.
I'm on this show, we
See if you
talk
get a
about
gift.
WikiFeet.
We're hoping for a sponsorship.
That's what the
It's
show's
gonna be
about.
Now, does
No
that
weapons.
does that come with a butt flap?
It does have a butt flap.
Yep.
It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
time
Show
feast.
everybody. Yeah, now I'm Wiki Butts. Merry Christmas.
Now they do.
Do you have a
I'm
membership?
Oh.
sure they do.
Wait,
It has
It's
a
not
different
membership.
name.
I think I just watched
Like,
another
Begin the
article
night with
I
our
own.
open discussion
I have those
segment.
socks, Matt. Those socks
What
Matt
the
was on.
happy holidays fuck is up with that?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Boy, this is just where we talk about topics about our show, right?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what you guys did when you did this?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. I've kind of blocked it out of my memory.
Yeah.
Oh
a lot
man,
of
well
therapy.
let's talk
So much
about
therapy.
Odohan.
Odohan.
Odohan killed
man.
Eschertos,
Yeah.
which is a problem. It's
Because
sad.
I love
mean-
Eshteros. He
too.
was like my favorite.
Yeah, I do too. We haven't really had anything like that in a past campaign. Like you didn't sacrifice Allura or
No,
Sean
no.
or
No.
Essek or any.
You haven't really had like a direct patron
Yeah.
either, like a
Yeah.
Professor
Yeah.
Xavier figure necessarily.
Charlie, so to speak. of
I've been
Charlie's
dreading
Angels.
it for a while that you were going to do that.
Were you?
Yeah.
What's funny is like,
I didn't see it
I
going.
mean, it's very much a possibility in any campaign.
Mhm.
You know, like Gilmore got put to the ringer. You know, but like the way this narrative fell, it made sense, and it sucks. It's like anyone who's written a short story or a fanfic or something like that, where a character they appreciate, you know, like dies because the narrative calls for it, because it makes the most logical sense for the story. It sucks, but you know, it also can make for hopefully good character arc stuff.
The minute we went to Whitestone, I was like, oh god,
It's bad.
damn
It's
it,
going
he's
to be.
not going to be around. Yeah.
It's a unique shading to this party in this campaign because they lost Bertrand, they've lost Eshteros, they've lost Fran and Orm momentarily, and Laudna a bit longer than that. So like there's been a lot of death
There's a-
in their
yeah.
they haven't been together that long, and so
We've been together, what, like a month? No, more than that, right?
More than-
In game? How long in game?
Because I'm real good at calendars. Probably like 2 months, 3 months, somewhere around
Okay.
there.
Okay.
9 days.
Still.
9 days.
It's very
Not
short
very
amount of
long.
time for that much.
Yeah.
It's enough time in high school to know who your friends are.
That's true.
But it makes
It's like Christmas break there.
Like we're gonna talk about Odohan as well, and how what we're gonna do next, right?
Yeah.
So we can telegraph all of our plans to Matt
Yes,
here on the
of course.
show.
Oh, I've
But
already thought about them all.
It feels so, and obviously we're going to
Fuck it up.
march forward, but it feels fuck to the tempo. It feels so hopeless. Like it feels way too big for us to handle because our fucking patron got murdered by the woman. I got murdered.
Yeah.
A lot of murdered.
lot of
Yeah,
murdered.
she was playing with us.
Barely held on.
And the only reason all of us aren't dead is because she chose what? What just happened?
Is Santa here?
Well, if he was, he went back up because I think only his beard came out of the. There's just now a
Okay,
tiny.
hang on.
It's because she
I got it.
chose what? What just happened?
Is Santa?
A lot of murdered.
lot of
Yeah,
murdered.
she was playing with us.
Barely held on.
And the only reason all of us aren't dead is because she chose what? What just happened?
Is Santa here?
Well, if he was, he went back up because I think only his beard came out of the. There's just now a tiny beard hanging by
It's
the.
adorable.
What?
Continue, Laura,
Yeah,
please.
sorry.
I'm terrified. Yeah, she was toying with us, right? Like, if she had wanted to kill us all, she 100% could have killed us all.
That's how it felt.
Possibly. It's interesting. Like the fight was meant to be a very, very hard fight. In perfect circumstances. You know, with sound tactics, with roles that worked to
That's true.
an
We all
average
rolled
degree.
like shit in that.
Everyone
fight.
rolled like shit. Everyone kind of scattered at the beginning. It was a lot of situations that led to a very, very deadly encounter, and kind of just let it fall as it may. But it's something to work towards now. You know, now you know what you're up against if you decide to follow that path, and you can prepare for it, or not, or you can just go home and get in the campaign early as everyone retires to a library.
cozy socks and pajamas from Bell's Hill.
I think we could just roll carts by the side of the road for a few months and just, you know, enjoy the life of like unnamed NPC.
I feel like they would come after us. I feel like we can't.
Well,
hide
you
anymore.
for sure. You're
If
done.
you guys are with me, we're off.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Dream location.
Did you just say he's dead too?
Hey, just because something seems like it's impossible or larger than you doesn't mean you don't try. It just means
I
you
can
fail
do hard
spectacularly.
things.
Yeah.
I saw this TikTok of this little
Real
kid
quick,
that was
check.
trying to do something, and then he like stopped and went, "I can do hard things," and like finished the task. And it was so freaking cute. I
Good.
love that.
Don't worry.
That's
See, tying a
fantastic.
shoe.
No, he was like pulling a little mixing bowl out. He was like cooking food, and he was Ronin's age. And I was trying to teach Ronin that phrase. I'm like, remember, Ronin, you can do hard things. You can do hard things. And then later on, I'm like, what did we learn, Ronin? I can do. And he went, nothing.
I mean, realistic.
Smart kid.
We all get there eventually.
Yeah.
No, I like that. I can do hard things.
I was just enjoying the solid expectations of nothing. It's all up from there, really.
That's true. Yeah, set the bar. Set the bar. And only climb from there.
Yeah.
Or lay down.
I was just less of a bar and more just some duct tape on the floor.
That's
you know?
true. Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah, I gotta goose the conversation along. I'm trying to think of like where in
Oh,
what
yes, host,
dimension.
help us.
I know what I'm doing. I'm trying to think where in the timeline of our shows we are and what I should be discussing.
I think we're up
caught
to date today.
We're up to date.
Yeah, we're up to
Everything.
date.
We don't have to hide
I knew
anything.
that. I knew that. So, I want to know where your mom is.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I do too.
on the moon.
I do too. Are we discussing that? Or is this part of what the fuck?
No, I can talk about whatever I want.
All right.
Mom's on the moon.
Is she on the moon?
It's Moon Mom.
Is she in Eos? Is mom?
Yeah.
It's Moon Mom eating cheese.
Is there more than us?
It's red cheese. It's
Red
cow
cheese.
cheese.
Are
Is
we
it-
just seeing like one place? Are there outposts? Is
Was a
there-
whole city like relocated to the moon, like Singorn?
I guess the city might have poofed there like Singorn, or is there, I want to know how long people have been up there. Is it a recent thing? Did
Also-
Odahan do like pop-up town, a pop-up shop?
Does it transform into a giant robot like the Transformers movie?
A giant golem? Like
a giant red
stone?
golem that just like, you know, that's with Orson Welles' voice. I don't know.
Right.
I'm just staring
And
at
then
Matt
it's gonna eat
for
Exandria.
any kind of.
Look, if Travis has learned anything in all the years you've been doing this, it's that doesn't work at all.
He's
That you can catch that. That's often. That's
truth
clockwork.
gas.
Well,
I don't know. Travis swears sometimes he's
on.
caught some of your tells.
Nope.
Has he?
Still repairing, but it varies.
Travis does a lot of things.
Yeah.
well, we're
Just
not going to figure out the
The
moon
one slow quake
today.
repeated.
Mom.
Like the giant red Christmas ornament in the sky.
saw it, right?
that
You saw it?
Yeah, no, it's
Yep,
there. It's
I
there.
did.
Okay.
I did. I saw the figment of your imagination. But what we can do is go to Eos. So we're road tripping Eos with some
Okay.
stops along the way. Why don't we talk about the Ware clan that we met? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, where clan?
They're all really attractive in
I
different
know
ways,
they were all
especially
really
in their
attractive,
animal
right? Was
forms.
everybody thinking that at the same time?
They were all very
hot.
and they kept thinking about was it the Animorphs, which were all the action figures? It was like the Panther one. There's a line. I was like, wow, I'm into it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had those
We
action
had
figures.
we had Panther, right?
Panther,
Bear,
bear,
Tiger.
Tiger,
Tiger.
right.
Boar.
The tiger was cool. Boar, I really like
Boar
Boar.
was
A
cool.
couple other
the boar
wolves.
was,
Yeah.
the boar was
couple
good.
wolves.
Yeah,
one
yeah,
more?
yeah. Wolves.
And a couple wolves. There were six total. I
A
think.
trout.
Yeah. Were trout.
Were trout.
Gary.
Yeah.
You know.
I like the Finnish accent. by the way. That was-
angry. It's not as effective in battle.
Stop
Really?
slapping
Finnish?
me!
Nothing. Finish? Okay, that's okay. No, that was a good joke. I'm just taking.
I'm sorry.
Just wanted some love for that one.
But we don't know much about that shit yet
No.
at all,
No.
except that they're sexy.
If we're gonna derail the campaign and just like hang out somewhere, this is the place to do it.
Yeah, imagine if we just turned into like a dating sim and we never went any further than the Gorgon Eye.
I mean, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep. I mean, I guess Odahan
Dating
would show
sim.
up eventually and be like,
But we have a
I've
bunch
been
of.
waiting on the moon. Are you coming? Give me
Yo,
7
there's a
minutes. and I have
panther.
it.
I
and
didn't
a
even know
bear.
how to be like. This is a lot of hot. I understand.
Yeah.
Let's just
Let's
have a moment
leave 'em
to
be.
appreciate this.
Walk out. You know, it's just
Thank
like spend the next couple years in the jungle and step out, and everyone's like, "Oh no, like Vox Machina fixed it all."
I mean, they
took care of
probably
it for
would've.
you.
cool.
Oh no, they all died.
Whatever.
And now
Ooh, twist.
stuff's happened.
Vox Machina is so powerful.
Well, there's a side question to talk about. This is not on my syllabus that I am peeking at, but it was really cool to see our grandparents, which is us,
Yeah.
to see Vox Machina. I mean, not Vax, he's dead, but
Spoilers.
to
No,
see.
spoilers. Just bleep that. Bleep it out.
Bleep it? Really? How many years has
That's
it
even
been?
better if you bleep
It's
it.
been- Yeah. It's not back.
Not back.
Oh man,
But yes, it was fun.
that was
Oh,
super
I love
fun.
I mean, first, I love your one-man show, like I always do.
Oh my God.
Love seeing
It was
your.
so good.
That was amazing.
Yeah, it really was.
Have we talked about that on here yet?
Talked about it a little
Little
bit.
bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't. Tell me more.
Well, when I realized that's where we were going, all I could think of leading up to us recording that next session was going, oh shit, I have to do multiple characters of your characters in front of you to each other. Great. So I was super stressed.
How do you two rate his recreation of your
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
Solid 9.5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Always leave room for improvement.
No,
No, he knows. He knows to keep me on my plate.
well, no, you know, it was honestly, I will say that like, it was perfection. It was perfection.
Yeah.
It's the closest I could get.
No,
The best I could.
you can only be so mean because there's only so much meanness in you.
You
Well,
really
there's
got to
also-
work to make
Yeah,
it come
I know.
out.
There's also to the degree of which I want to be extremely horrible to your characters
Yes,
in a
that's fair.
time of need.
That's fair.
Yes.
But no, I was quite pleased and it was like, this is a very dark mirror. As I kept
Big
thinking.
challenge, though.
Yeah, you were brilliant.
There's a lot of fun, like in my head, there's a lot of side conversations between them that you guys never saw. Like, because I didn't just like meet you guys and then scout out the Four Winds. Like, you know, like the whole time you guys in the ritual, there's probably a time that Percy checked in. They probably like knew that
Oh, yeah.
this was happening. Like while you guys were in the dark space gathering laudanum, there was probably a lot of bright faces, happy to help, and a lot of anxiety and
Yes.
realistic
Prepping for the worst.
conversations
Yeah.
about like if this goes sideways, we wipe them all out, right? Like it's
Oh yeah.
So much with the sort of defenses of Whitestone. Is that something that you two have talked over a glass of scotch?
I mean, very expensive scotch and Coca-Cola, if I recall, would have been
you
the
fucker.
I
I didn't do that.
We didn't do that. I know
was
we didn't
poured
do that.
for me.
It was done to us.
No, I mean
We talked about it.
We talked about for like the Tal'Dorei Reborn book, a lot of like how Whitestone's advanced since then, and kind of where its priorities lie, and how Percy has helped Percy and Vex both have shepherded the defense of Whitestone, because not only is it just a town of people, it's also like its greatest resource is coveted worldwide, and so it has to keep itself very well defended.
It's a series of very, very powerful resources, all in a very, very small space. So it requires just an awful lot to keep it contained. And then it also has one of the most paranoid people in Exandria living there,
Yeah.
which also helps.
Also,
And, yeah.
where
And a member of the Council of Tal'Dorei.
9 pins bowling evolved to 10 pins bowling. Little known fact.
But no, I mean, like we even talked about like there's a street electrification. There's like actually like night lights in Whitestone. Whitestone does not go dark at night. It
Not
actually
night.
has like electrical. It has a whole.
What's fueling it?
Texas.
It's that giant acid pit they found. It turned into a large low yield battery that runs. I'm trying to remember exactly what gas it is that they use for the
Wait, are you
street lamps,
serious?
but it's
They use that as
very,
a-
very early tech that makes everything glow slightly green. It's very, oh yeah.
Percy's a monster.
Yes. There's a lot of, and you've got a few people who work for you. There's lots of fun little secrets all over
yeah.
that
I have
city.
1,000 questions. For everything that I saw, I've been wondering about so much more.
Percy's Lex Luthor. Let's be
Oh yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you
Slightly
can take
better.
the demon out of the...
Slightly better.
Well, it's Lex Luthor with better peers.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Better
if he was left
influences
to his
around
own-
him.
his own,
he'd be broken by now,
he'd
but,
be
like,
broken and horrible. but,
Between you, Keyleth, and the kids, it's
Yeah.
kind of enough to keep
He's
him,
got a good
keep him
buffer.
wrangled. But
But
like,
Lex Luthor
but
could
it-
have been.
yes,
yes,
with better friends
Yeah.
and better hair.
and much better hair. God.
A hair.
Not
Just
a red.
one white hair sticking
just,
over his
just
head.
like Charlie Brown's a little.
Like that last
Um,
episode, y'all called him. Like that last episode, y'all were like, he's Batman Beyond, and now it's Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
No, Batman Beyond was a good pull.
Batman Beyond is the energy that he presented to Vox Machina, or sorry, presented to Bell's Hells. Lex Luthor is his average day.
I just thought the juxtaposition was funny.
It's that great Batman Justice League run where Batman has the file of how to take down every other superhero on planet just in
Yeah.
case
Yeah.
Yeah.
someone breaks into it and knocks everyone out.
His friends bring out his better angels, but his brain's still gonna do what his brain do.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
Council Tal'Dorei's going to turn one day.
Anyway, back to the new hotness, the Bell's Hells. Let's talk about the flare from Ruidus, and what the fuck is up with that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you?
What is that? I
You
don't know what the
don't know
flares
nothing.
are. I don't know
This
anything.
thing's a wrecking ball.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything.
Are you lying to us though?
No.
Okay, she's lying.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I don't know anything.
Okay.
And what's causing them? Is it a DM? A question, DM. Do those flares happen like every couple of years in the past, or
Through history,
Yeah.
Ruidus has flared, and that's how the Ruidus born are marked upon birth and have been since Ruidus has existed.
Okay.
Oh.
But it happens sometimes once a month, some every few months, sometimes a couple times in a shorter time. There's no significant pattern to it, but it doesn't happen successively within a short period of time like it's doing now. This is an odd behavior and an escalating pattern of recurrence.
So if you're born during a flare, that is Ruidus mark.
Yes.
So you were born during a flare,
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
As was Fern, it seems.
as was Fern.
So, Taliesin and Laura, theories on what causes a flare. Is it gods trying to break out of a god jail? Is it gods fucking? Is it Odahan trying to break
I'm
open a
gonna
god
flare.
cage?
I'm gonna flare.
Explains Chetney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he can't stop himself.
Hmm.
It's a very horny wolf.
Because if it's something that has happened intermittently
Oh, that's a phone.
through,
I was stepping on it.
that is a phone. That's okay. If it's something that's happened intermittently, but now it's happening more and more and more, and we know that Odahan, we believe Odahan is dancing around up on the moon.
I don't think Odahan's on the moon.
I don't think Odahan's on the moon either.
I think Odahan is in communication with whatever's on the moon. I don't think
that's an
Odahan's on the
interesting
moon.
call. Hadn't thought of that.
I think she could be.
I think that there's possibly technology on the moon, and they keep trying to break through the gate, and those flares are whatever the energy that is Ruidus, like leaking through or bursting through like steam, and that radiation hits the werewolves and makes them weird.
You know, so that's
What
some
if-
great euphemisms there.
What
Thank
if,
you.
like, when whatever those gods were that got trapped, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if it was like a whole city of people that worshipped those gods? And so, in order to make the world forget about those gods, they just took the whole city and transported it to the moon and trapped the god's belief there, right? Because belief in that god makes them more powerful. Is that right?
Yes.
Could be.
The more people, that's from the Traveler, right? The
Yeah.
more people that follow a god, the more powerful they will
Yeah,
become.
but belief, the willpower and belief of the immortal life on scale can affect and enhance the powers of a divine
Right.
being.
What if Odahan?
no. So what if in our effort to find out more about these gods that were locked away,
Mhm.
we're causing them to become more powerful again in our realm and therefore weakening the barrier?
That's kind of where I was about to go, which is maybe Odahan is the hero and we're accidentally the villains, and Odahan is and whatever this squad is been trying to. I keep going back to the Last Crusade, right? The people who are trying to keep the location of the Holy Grail a secret.
I was
And so
thinking
what
more
if-
of the
if
magic
her
from
whole
the.
purpose, or wherever they are, their purpose
Mummy
is to be
movie.
hidden. And when people like the Loomis twins are like, "Look at this, the moon's haunted," they get iced because you can't have the people back on Alexandria know.
Mm.
God fucking.
What if
wanna
we
go to the
revealed
moon.
it
I
all?
don't
We
give
just
a
revealed it
fuck.
all. We figured it out.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
everyone.
Christmas.
Oh, I'm
Merry
not the
Christmas.
host.
Going to the fucking moon.
Hey, let's talk about the third group of heroes that we haven't gotten to yet, the Mighty Nine. We fucking reunited as the Mighty Nine. It was the best. I love
had such
those
a good time.
assholes so much. It was a new combination of assholes.
Yes, because Kingsley
yeah, you
is so
play-
different than anything
Kingsley's
we've
a
come
different
across
thing.
before.
I was excited. I was excited for that because Kingsley is a different vibe, and I was sad that I didn't get to really get into a lot of that
in
last
two
time.
games, yeah.
In 2 games,
He's a fighter, man. He's good.
he is, and he also really enjoys being better at Ford's job than Ford is.
Look,
Very specifically, actually is
look, Kingsley.
very specifically trying to undermine him at every moment.
Obviously.
Yes.
Ford is a really good captain, you
Oh, he
guys.
loves Ford.
He's amazing. He was off because he was so stressed about everything happening. Okay?
Happens to all men sometimes.
It was a good time.
I do feel bad. Oh, it's on here.
Is it?
Kind of. I do feel bad that I didn't try to contact Caduceus.
I should have contacted Caduceus.
I think the reason I didn't is because I knew you were there as Kingsley, and so
I would've
my
told
brain
him.
was going, well, obviously Caduceus isn't coming today. So I didn't make the effort, but that's dumb on my
I
part.
would
We
have
should've
immediately
hit up-
switched if anybody.
Well, here.
No. No, I
Well, here.
I'm so sorry.
Here.
Yeah.
Well, first off, I gave you the option of which one to play.
You
and
did.
said Kingsley.
You did.
So it was your choice.
It
not
was.
Mine.
All me.
Yes. If you
That-
had messaged him, what would it have been, and what would his response would
I
have
can
been?
tell you right now.
Yeah, go for it.
Caduceus, there's Ukatos free, and we need your help. Can you come, please? Cause you're a healer, and I'm still a healer, but you're better.
You know?
Hey. Oh,
Oh,
wow. Yeah. Look, I'm kind of stuck here, working on a spell and my house that needs to be fixed. I wish I could help.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah, Caduceus, other than the fact that, well, his house burned down 6 months ago, and thank you all for helping put that back together.
I thought we did.
You helped a little. It was great. Is actually in the middle. Caduceus was tired. He's in the middle of resetting the Blooming Grove, which also requires the casting of Temple of the Gods, which takes every day for a year. You got to sit and do it.
Right.
So getting
can't
away would
go
have been a
away.
little tricky. And yeah, getting him out of his house for 6 months
It's
later
a
would have
year
been
every day for a year.
Every day
You have
for a
to
year.
in that same place,
Yep.
or
Same as the teleportation circle. Yeah.
Yep.
wait, you have to do it in the same place, or you have to just
Same
do
place,
the
Same place.
every day
the
for a year.
fuck?
Takes dedicated effort.
Yes.
Yeah.
Type of effort that,
Damn.
somebody who, was originally going to live in this place for their entire life and never leave can do. But getting away is possible, but it's very, very hard because then you have
You'd
to
have
have
to go
somebody
back.
cover, or
Start
you
over.
have to have somebody who can do that cover
Oh my
and
gosh.
not fuck up. So yeah, Caduceus was I was like, I cannot justify him buggering out of home 6 months later. It was a
Yeah,
little
no.
too he had already kind of done he'd put in his time. He'll be back out.
I really
if we ever
liked
do it again, he'll
Kingsley.
come back out.
Sorry, compliment you. I really liked Kingsley in combat.
Thank you.
I loved the Errol Flynn duelist.
Very really got into latched onto the pirate life. That's kind of what happens to any of the Mollies or the Nonagons is they imprint really hard on whatever's around and that looks like romance and fun. I'm gonna go that way. So last time it was
Yeah.
circus. So that looks like romantic. It's romance, fun, and I have an audience. So it's piracy, romance, fun, and I have an audience. Great. And that's kind of the whole.
Amazing.
So it was pirate seems great.
Should we talk about the Ookie Tootie fight?
Dookie Tootie.
Oh,
Ookie da Tootie.
It took you a second.
Okay, 7
it's
level.
because my brain's on Nightmare Before Christmas. All I was hearing was Oogie Boogie.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That was a different game.
Yeah.
Awesome,
That's right,
Awesome
actually.
expensive mini.
That fight was fucking amazing.
It was amazing.
So
The
cool.
miniature was ridiculous.
That mini was so cool.
Yes.
It was so cool to have a gigantic monster that was in different places around the battlefield.
Trying to figure out the best, the tactics on that was really fun.
Yeah, props to Tyler Wapple, who did the design, actual art design for the Ugutoa Mini.
So cool.
And Iron Tusk, Ian of Iron Tusk did all the painting on it. So I would love to have done it, but I couldn't have done as good a job as him, and I didn't have the time. But he did a phenomenal job on it, and it's very, very exciting.
Yeah.
That was one of those. That's the thing. Like when we finished campaign 2, it was one of those things where it didn't make sense narratively for the flow of how things went to close every single thread before we finished, because some of them are long-term threads. Law and Order for 20 years in some cases. And this is one of those that just kind of like, it was a mystery left to kind of hang in the wind there for a while. And then we thought about it for a while going into the next campaign in the back of my head. I was like, I want to bring him back again and see if I can find a way to make this Uk'otoa thing a fun beat to return to.
What if we would have failed?
Because it felt
And
like
then-
that was possible for a little while.
Would
or at least
Uk'otoa have just
people
been
be.
like free out in? I guess we all could have died.
And then Vox
6 months
Machina would have
after.
had to clean it up.
Or
They're
They could do
really
anything.
strong, you guys. They're
No,
really
I
strong.
mean,
They're
if-
basically gods.
Here's the thing. Interestingly enough, Uk'otoa is not some godlike entity that can destroy the world or wants to. It is a creation of one of the gods, of the cloaked serpent, as you hear, but is a very powerful entity that for a long time, after the gods were sealed past the divine gate, essentially once his boss was locked away, went, well, I'm the god here now, and these are my seas, and kind of, claimed a large part of the Lucidian Ocean by the Menagerie Coast as his own, and converted some of the Kinau people that lived there to his worship, and kind of became this tyrant of the ocean there until the servants of the Cloaked Serpent eventually pulled him into this trap and sealed him away. And so him being freed it wouldn't have been catastrophic apocalyptic, but it definitely would have put a dark shadow over the entire Menagerie Coast and the surrounding Lucidian Ocean waters for a long time. So if you had failed to seal him, he would just be out there now. And the whole Menagerie Coast would change. The Lucidian Ocean would be much more treacherous.
That's cool.
A whole portion of that area would be locked off essentially to open waters. And
It would be a don't go here zone.
Yeah.
Big, gigantic don't go here zone.
Yep.
Would have been fun to lose.
Here there'd be monsters.
Next time, think about that.
Yeah. Next time we lose.
We
Make
tried.
bad choices and roll poorly.
We tried to lose. We did quite a bit.
Yeah. Check.
Yeah, I hope, I know we have lots of ideas for the 9 and doing things with them, but I hope that we return to play more games with them because I really love those assholes.
I'd like to as well.
Yeah.
And, Kings are going to bugger off and go become a pirate king. So,
Yeah,
Caduceus
okay.
Caduceus will be back. Caduceus needs a break.
Yeah.
Needs a break.
I have ideas. I have thoughts.
Yeah.
We had to finish with the third
If
topic.
you didn't have to, we
but
could have.
No, I have to hit all 3 of the main points, and the ones on the bottom, those are optional.
Oh, you're being
Liam
this
is a
Liam.
good student.
One
Yeah.
of us, it's time for a pull from the Tower of Inquiry.
Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
One of us, it's going to be Laura, will pull a block from the tower. Read the number, and Danny will tell us the
Yeah.
corresponding
Don't
fuck
question
up.
and who asked it. It was left in quite a shit state from the last episode.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
See,
it is.
okay, it's
Terrified.
harder now because normally I feel very confident
No, Sam
playing
did
these
this.
games. But having not seen the setup of this and not seeing the wibbly wobblies from the pools, now I feel uncertain.
You
Wanna
should.
just remind you, sis, if the Tower of Inquiry falls, consequences will fall on your ass.
Yeah.
Or anyone who
I
knocks down
would
the
move
tower.
just in case. I think Frosty the Snowman better take a couple steps back.
Come over here, buddy.
Good call. Good
Yeah.
looking out there,
Come
Tom.
on.
No, it's
Here.
That's it. Get your consequences.
I'm just trying to see which way it looks like it's.
I'm gonna back up over here. I'm scared.
Okay. I accidentally bumped.
really
I'm just seeing.
Just push those blocks around like it's me.
palpate the region.
Oh my
Whoa.
God, it's so wobbly. I hate you.
Told you.
Oh no.
Merry Christmas, Bailey. You're fucked.
I believe in you, Laura. You can do this.
Fuck.
She can't do it. Bum, bum,
Oh, it's really stuck. That's not the one. Okay. I need a bottle of beer in my hand to make this go better.
Take one down, pass
Just-
it around.
Just perish, Laura.
can do this.
I take the entire rest of the show to pull this block.
We'll speed up the footage.
Exactly.
Oh, hi.
Committed
now.
Oh my goodness.
You're committed now.
I am.
Yep.
You are.
Yeah, no, maybe. I don't know. Could be.
I don't know. There's a lot of pressure here on this little spot.
There's a lot of pressure in general.
Okay. I'm steady. I can do hard things.
But you still got put on.
Oh, right. 48. 48. Okay.
Now you gotta.
Corresponds to a question.
Now you gotta get it up there.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Not done yet.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
shit.
God.
Oh, shit.
It's unbalanced at the top. That was Sam, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Fucker.
Oh, my God. That thing is ready to fall.
That's so rough.
Looks awful from this side.
Oh my God.
Awful.
It's not okay.
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 Here we go.
Okay.
If your character had a custom cocktail, what would it be called and consist of? From Rumsey.
Oh, thank you, Lindsay.
I'm sorry, I was
You're
expecting
fixing
like
it.
it on
Rumsey.
Twitter or something, and I just, sorry, Rumsey.
Does it start with me or is it a round table
Start with you,
question?
All of
since
you.
you're the one who successfully pulled it from the tower.
Okay. Oh, well, wait. Should I make a drink up? Because I think a dark and stormy would be great.
That's pretty good. It's up to you. You can make one up or choose one.
What if it's like a play on the dark and stormy, but it's like oh, but I want it to like have like a lavender infusion.
That's
That
doable.
would that be disgusting with a dark and stormy?
Yeah, a little. Oh, I'm like you could get one of those weird beers that has like that. It's not. I don't know.
That would be kind of gross.
It's a little gross. Well, yeah. Wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody would like it.
Gross.
Maybe if like you could get the head of the beer to be lavender colored, like a little stripe.
Yeah.
Maybe as much as I do not like aviations.
Oh, that's the one that Marisha always drinks?
Yeah, the one that tastes like potpourri.
Potpourri.
And
It's
yes.
just like perfume that your grandma
she
wears.
Loves them.
She loves them.
I
She
can't
does.
abide it. Don't understand
No.
I had to have one.
It tastes
not
like
to try
tastes
because
like
of her.
grandma perfume.
It does.
But
It
she
really,
loves
really
it.
does.
She loves it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's purple.
It is purple.
It's very pretty. It's very pretty drink.
That's loudness smells like aviation.
Yeah.
It's just shriveled up like
That's
a
all she
raisin in a
drinks.
pine box. Yeah. But aviation is good for Orem because they're made of flowers, and he's a
true.
very flowery boy, and he
It's a gin-based.
takes to the wind a lot and has good friends.
And
who
aviations
take to
make
the
you
wind.
fart.
That's just me.
They make you too. Different from a fart.
That's a good one.
Please.
That's a good one.
Am I passing gas now? Yes or no?
No, I don't think you would do it with a microphone on you, just in case.
But I will. Boys,
What you got?
I mean, I was trying to remember the name of this drink that we used to have when I was young, which is basically, I mean, we would make it in a trash can, but I'm sure you could just do it in a smaller container where
in
you
a
would
trash
just...
can?
In a trash can, where it all involves clear hard liquors that are all poured together with
Oh.
fruit. And you would have to drink it quick out of a paper cup because it would eat through the paper cup. And I'm trying to remember what it was called, but yeah, it would just be an
Danny's
interesting
face over
mix
there.
of like clear liquors.
Don't put that in your body.
A little late.
No.
That sounds like stone soup, but with poison.
God.
It would eat through the paper cup, like the Dixie
Wow.
cups. You
Yeah.
get a Dixie cup, and it wouldn't
you gotta
take
chug
many.
it.
But
You
yeah,
can hear it
that would be-
scream.
Little vapor of a skull goes.
Yep.
You just throw in some fruit to give it some flavor.
Those are good
It was
questions.
good. Yeah.
I don't care, kid, but it's like an NPC.
Yeah.
You'd like to know about drink they would have?
Sure.
What about
We've got
that
many to choose
undead-
from.
The what was her name?
The cleric lady?
Yeah, what was her name?
I have to have
Weva?
Wave?
Weva.
She's, she's got an
character.
absinthe vibe to me, but
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Maybe not.
I'd see her more as a fan of the corpse revive.
Oh, my God.
Puns everywhere.
Well, we got to mix things up. Laura, pull another brick from the tower.
You may not.
Yes, I'm the
I
host.
mean,
Go pull a brick from the
Is,
tower.
is
goddammit.
that, is that a rule or no?
Of course I can. I'm in charge.
This
is
we don't have a.
This is my show. in your house.
Is there a rule that a dog can't play basketball?
There's
is there
no
any
rule
rule that a dog
cannot
can't play basketball?
I hate you
Can we
so
double check?
much.
I know.
Is there anything in the rule book that says that we can't have a dog play basketball?
I am proud of you.
We don't have a rule book. I need you to understand we don't have a rule book.
Wait, you air butted her. You full on air butted her. Well done.
See, now I'm also in the form of both Laura's anger and the tower. Why did you do this to me, Liam?
This is entertainment, Danny.
No, I left it so precarious.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm sweating. My palms started sweating immediately.
Mom spaghetti.
I hate you so much. It's okay. It's okay. You got this. Okay. It's. Oh, I'm gonna cry. You can do hard things. I can do
I
hard
believe in you.
things.
I believe in you.
She's going to do it too, is the worst part. She's actually going to pull it off.
No, because he's just gonna make me do it the whole rest of the show. If another Tower of Inquiry comes up,
Better do a good
you better
job.
promise me that I don't have to do another one.
Promise you shit.
Sorry, I have no power
I'm
here.
shaking. I can't.
This is the best Christmas present I got this year. Oh!
That tower just got happy. little Jenga bean.
Oh my God, I'm still shaking now.
You
Okay.
still gotta balance it on top. Oh.
Shut up.
Well
10.
done. Well
10.
done.
Nicely done, Laura
You
Bailey.
can do hard things.
I gotta figure out which side to place this on though, so it doesn't.
I mean, when in doubt.
It is really shaking in the wind there.
It
Careful.
is.
You're gonna tell her to be careful.
Yeah, she's got to do this 3 more times, Danny.
You're such an asshole.
Well, a dog can play basketball.
Okay.
Okay.
Thousand. There's
hey,
a
man.
question.
Yeah, shouldn't have stole my boots.
Wow. Wow. 6 years later.
Wow.
The boots never die.
Long con. Long con.
Oh, I love it.
If
Oh,
phones
my goodness.
existed in Exandria,
Oh,
what would
God.
your character's phone case be? From Lord of Walmart's on Twitter.
One more time,
Word
please.
of Walmart.
If
That's
phones
awesome.
existed, the phone device,
Right.
what would your character's phone case be? This friend.
Well, Orms would look like a blue, like gemstone or geode or rock, like the sending stone.
Oh,
He does have a phone.
Yeah.
I like that.
Technically, you do have a phone.
Ah.
Speed dial.
Cole's one person.
I can go.
No,
if
you go.
want.
I'm still thinking.
more than I like to do
it
in
would
real
just be. I mean, like, I'm a big fan. It would be the classic phone, clearly with the screen cracked, because you know, and just duct tape wrapped, just to keep the whole thing together. Just like really nicely, like very concisely duct tape wrapped to keep it like just a little bouncy, so it would be okay.
Nice.
I like that.
Duct
Still
tape
works great.
great for everything.
Fractured.
Yeah.
Laura?
It's just
Imogen's.
just a screen.
Imogen's would be full horse girl. Like she would get a screen grab of Flora and like blow it up and then like get a custom case printed with her face on it.
No.
Would it be like the ones that have like the liquid glitter that like you taught and you like
Yes.
turn in? Okay, cool. I would just
She'd
in there.
probably have glued some little charms on there too, you know?
We just cell phone charm like the little
Like
on
the
the hanger.
little like fake cake icing.
Mm-hmm.
I want a case like that for
Oh
me.
yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
What would Lord Esteros'
Oh.
phone look like?
Other than
Would it
covered
be
in
like
blood.
an old Nokia?
It's a BlackBerry.
Oh wow.
Darn you.
paging me.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Honestly,
it's a BlackBerry,
pager
isn't it?
seems about. I would say a BlackBerry, but like the little stylus is made
Oh
of
my
silver with a
God,
little ball on it.
yes.
Respect.
pretty solid.
Respect.
Thank you, Z and Lord of Walmarts, for your excellent questions. And if you have an evergreen question for our Tower of Inquiry, you can enter it at critroll.com/tower. You're off the hook.
Haha.
We're only
For
doing 2
now.
pulls.
For
hell
now.
yeah. Hurt your old limb.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, let's slide into the deep dive.
Oh,
Daddy! What
Hello.
quandaries do you have for us on this cozy evening?
so
Well,
cozy.
I got tankards full of them.
Oh,
Yay.
right.
Here you go.
Tankards to go with the mugs.
And I feel so cozy.
Oh,
I think we
thank
should
you.
have. I think we should have pajama foresighted dialogue.
I think we should always
I'm really
should be
kind of
pajamas.
into it.
Yeah.
Daytime
Oh,
clothes
he has
for
one
Sunday.
too.
Yeah.
We're going to take turns pulling questions from our lovely tankards. And since I'm the tavern keeper, I'll be kicking this off. So I'm going to reach in and pull a piece of paper out. Let me see. In regards to Ashton's conversation with him, how is Orem handling the weight of being the good one among the powder keg that is Bell's Hells? You
Not
know,
wrong.
I not that I think Orem's not perfect at all.
No.
Plenty of problems, but everyone at the table keeps going like, he's going to crack. He's got a secret.
I don't think so.
He's just trying to do right.
You're a good guy.
He's just an average guy trying to do right by doing 300 crunches a day, 200 pull-ups,
That is
constantly.
definitely not compensating for anything or some sort of weird complex.
egg whites, lots and lots
Yeah,
of egg
that's not a
whites.
complex at all.
He can't do anything except for run and jump
And stab.
and play.
And shove.
Orm's feeling really, really overwhelmed by all of it. But it doesn't matter because he has a job to do. And he's going to do whatever he needs to do as hard as it is. He really cares for this group. Yeah, they are all fucking crazy. But I don't think he sees a way forward without them. And he overheard all kinds of stories. I just imagine him being like a Secret Service agent outside the door, in the White House, and just overhearing bits of conversation and hearing Keyleth and Percy like reminisce while they squabble over some sort of like, inter people squabble, that kind of thing. And I think he's finally thinking like, man, this must be what that's like. All those conversations he overheard. He really felt like a failure when Odahan fucking pinned him to the ground and killed him. Like him going out was like, I've totally failed everyone important to me and the people around me. It really sucked. It really felt awful. But he's a dutiful little guy, and is born to serve, and wants to serve his people and his family and his husband and now his friends. So he has little panic attacks that he keeps to himself. He doesn't share a ton. He just kind of keeps to himself and just soldiers along. That's it.
Good answer.
What do I tell you guys? Laura, pull a question for your cup.
You could do
go
that, or we could
clockwise.
go around in a circle.
Let's go in a circle. Pull a question for your cup.
I feel like I'm getting picked on tonight.
You are.
Yeah.
You are the leader, and you can go however you want to. Technically.
question from your cup, Laura Bailey.
Was waiting for it.
Imogen's mother is alive!
Oh.
How is she handling that news and the fact that her mother won't see her? Well, it's good and it's bad. I think Imogen is a little like Orem, overwhelmed at the minute. Like, in everything that's happened in the last couple days is just like nonstop good and bad and good and bad. And like, I think I said in game, like, I'm not gonna let that bother me because Laudna is alive right now. And it just feels like a roller coaster of emotions, like something terrible to something amazing to something amazing to something terrible. And through it all, I feel like in any minute in her brain, she feels like she might just like break again, and she doesn't know how exactly it happened with Odahan, and kind of wants to embrace whatever power that was unlocked within her, but also at the same time doesn't know what that means. And so yeah, it's just a lot of uncertainty right now.
I love Imogen as a character. So, thumbs up. I find myself wondering what I would do if I were in her shoes. Like this ability, this power that is like surging in her is scary, and obviously is like tied to things beyond her, so much bigger than her. So like part of you would be like, I can't go down this road. It feels like I'm gonna like crash into a wall at some point. But at the same
Fully.
time, how could you not?
Want to explore that?
Yeah, well, and like, I don't know, it would just feel like you couldn't deny fate or your future or your mother or you're like, how could you not follow that road to the end to understand?
Sure.
Even with doubts of...
But like everybody, so like you see this huge power in front of you, but everything that's been set before you to say what this power is telling you how terrifying and bad it is.
Yeah.
Right? And so you feel like she feels like if she goes down that path, she will become a villain. But she wants to see what it means. She wants to see why that would happen. So, yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, I like the conflict.
Yeah.
Within.
I like it too.
I like totals.
I also like totals.
All right, going in.
This is such a fun
Thank you.
tankard.
I'm so pleased with
Yeah.
him. Ashton had a lovely conversation with Orem about asking for help and pressure from the group. What made them want to reach out to Orem, and what did they mean by finally having some introspection? Okay, a little bit of backstory, because why not? Stuff that may never come up in game, so I'll just bring it in. Orem is the reason that Ashton joined the group. Flat out. Because of the... It's not as sweet as you think it is. No, it's because of who you work with, because of the word Ashari. Said the word Ashari, and that was immediately, it was like, okay, I'm in. Because that is as close to the word that Ashton knows about where they came from as they have. It's the first time he ever heard it. I was like, all right, I'm gonna get in and figure out what the fuck's going on. Because this is the first thing that has vaguely connected to my past on any level. So I'm in. And that was the original reason for sticking around and basically collecting some friend tokens from everybody so that eventually when it was time for me to get my shit, I would have people who owed me. And then your shit went down, and everybody died. And Ashton very, very reasonably started booking. And then...
You were the one that succeeded in the plan, really.
Yeah. And then halfway through, stopped and went, fuck. And then everything went to hell. But had at that moment realized that, shit, I'm actually invested. This is really awful. God damn it. This is really uncomfortable and hateful. So, yeah, it's mostly been Ashton at that point trying to come to terms with actual human relationships or humanoid relationships. It's fantasy. It's hard. So yeah, it's just been an awful lot of, I suppose I have to remember how to do this from back when I was healthy-ish. So there's been a lot of like, I'm going to have to actually talk to everybody and actually figure out where everybody is and remember how to not just assume that everyone was going to leave and like, have an opinion. So that was the first one, was just making sure that the original person that kind of, he was not taking advantage of, but was definitely like, person he was going to want to be indented to, that they were trying to like set that right to begin with and also recognizes pressure.
I loved Ashton coming over. I feel like the two of them have like quietly been becoming more supportive of each other, particularly when they're in the middle of the shit.
Yeah.
Almost like locker room talk. Just, you good? You
Yeah.
good? Okay. You're over there. These women are crazy. Do you have eyes on that one? On that one? Okay, I'll take this one.
Yeah, quite a bit. Yeah, that and like Ashton's a little slow to physical contact, so it's definitely been like, okay, we're good. This is good. I'm slowly getting into that. So.
Yeah, and you let that out at the table too, and I remember as I'm going like, then just retracing every memory back before then going, oh, got it.
That's why the mask got grabbed immediately was smack.
Yeah.
Because I was like, nope, don't like it.
Not touch.
But yeah, once someone's been around for a while, it's like, okay. But occasionally be like, too hard, but And again, also said before, fighting is when that turns off. So feels fine when you're punching somebody. Anyway, that's my
all right,
your turn,
Matthias.
motherfucker.
All right. Up who, man? Third dungeon master.
Matt, what was the inspiration for the Gorgine, and what is it like to get to explore a society of werewolves? More than just werewolves. The inspiration, like in my mind originally when I was kind of creating the Clariot Orders, like I imagined them, to a degree scattering a little bit throughout the world as just time goes on, and some of them feel the need to help others who suffer under darkness, suffer under curses, suffer under, pardon me, in this case, lycanthropy. Almost like pulled a Rick Sanchez there. It was like,
It's about to turn.
But yeah, so like that was just a loose thought in the past, and then when Chetney came into reality from Travis and kind of created this lycanthrope, blood hunter character who was traveling specifically to Marquette through his backstory, it gave me the opportunity to build one of those offshoot societies, one of those small clans of, previously of the Clariot Order, but have now forged their own path on a distant continent, and what it would look like when they take the teachings from one culture that pertains to this one continent and then abscond from that area and kind of begin to create a new path on their own. And so this is kind of like a variant aspect of kind of a mutation of the Clariot Orders that has now been subsisting here in Marquette, and even they're like moving from place to place until they find a place that they feel they can belong, and they found that in the gloomed jungles of Ashanador. And so like, it was really cool to kind of just, in my mind, discover the logic behind its development, how they exist in the space and with other nearby societies, and to finally get an opportunity to kind of dig into that a little bit. It's been a lot of fun. And it's also like, one of the things I really enjoy is taking facets and elements that you guys tossed me in your character's journey. Their goals, they're the things they're seeking. And so for some of you, it's backstory. For some of you, it's personal things they're looking towards. For some people, it's mysteries that hang in their life, or mysteries of the narrative that they're very invested in. And nothing makes me happier than taking a part of that and then finally getting to kind of like tease it and reveal it or put it in front of you and seeing that glimmer. And Travis, probably more than most, lights up like a lighthouse whenever something gets thrown to him finally. And Chetney also is like, he's the long game character. All of you have had facets of your story that have been very deeply built into the now in the story, between like the Ershari and Keyleth and kind of like the narrative with the assassins. Like, Orm definitely has a backstory that ties into, tragic as though it may be, tied into the mainstream narrative here. You definitely have that. Laudna, maybe not to the main narrative, but also has had a very strong tether to her patron, and they've now been able to explore facets of that. Like, everyone's really had moments, Fern with her family, like everyone's kind of had elements of their story that's been very tied into this, has kind of kicked into it, except for Chetney, because the narrative of his history is he's stuff in the past that's a long ways away, and now I'm just working towards this one goal here if we manage to pass by it. And so for me, it's a joy to finally get to like dig into something Travis-centric and kind of watch him get excited, watch him just like become like a child on Christmas morning.
Yeah, Travis can be super patient.
Oh yeah,
and it's fun to see his number.
What, Taliesin?
Are there herbivores?
No.
There's no were cows.
What about
no predators?
Were-sloth? They just eat shoots.
There were at one time, but they got eaten by the werewolves.
Herbivore is a predator to plants.
You guys need to put the words.
That's true.
Thank you.
That's true. And they
just acknowledged it.
The screaming grass.
Yeah, tell that to Henry Crabgrass.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Poor Henry.
We're going to do another round of in-depth questions. I'm so happy the campaign has gotten to like the darker turns, and the characters have been together long enough to know each other and care. It's getting juicy, guys.
Who would you kill first?
Yeah.
A fun question.
It was Orm's mind that Odahan read to discover that their patron was Lord Eshtaros. How is Orm handling that in the wake of his death? Well, add it to the pile. Because everyone's dying. I mean, he is a swordsman. He does not have any kind of magical defenses. He doesn't understand any of that, so he doesn't really blame himself for having his mind read. But they didn't get back fast enough. They didn't reach out.
Yes, we did.
Did we?
Yeah.
No, my memory is like a fucking iron trap.
Yeah, we told Eshtaros that there was somebody coming, and he was like, I am very well protected here.
You're right.
Yeah.
He basically was like, look, if anyone's coming after me, there is no safer place for me here. And if they get me here, there was nowhere else I would.
They would have gotten me anywhere.
Yeah. So he basically,
he chose his last stand.
In an odd way, he began to believe it was his past catching up to him, and so he was sort of like facing it as like, well, if it's gonna be this, let it. I'll meet such an end. Vibe, you know.
Can we get? I want like an Esteros story. I want to and I want to see that moment when he's like standing his ground in his house.
Honestly, I love Esteros, and there's a whole bunch about his like backstory that never really came up, and like I hope to talk about it at the end of this campaign. But like he's
the young hot prequel.
Yeah, he's got a
Oh my God!
history.
Can you imagine how hot he would have been? So fucking.
He's pretty hot.
That was way louder than I intended it to be. All right, I'm back.
I didn't mean to make Orc Daddy, but I'm here for it. It's cool.
Oh, Orc Daddy.
I love Orc Daddy.
It's pretty rad. I like Esteros a lot. I'm sad he's gone.
Last thing I'll say for Orm is I think that he just looks at, not that we're in an open war, but it's the cost of war, and it's not easy, and people that you care about fall, and a lot of people have fallen for him, and it's still happening now. So he's just carrying forward. That's it. Would you like to answer a question for the people watching at home for Christmas?
Wow, with eye contact.
Imogen has shown an ability to control her dreams, or at least her actions in her dreams. What does she think of F.C.G's idea that these dreams could be of her own making? I don't think that's true. She thinks that's stupid.
Good question.
Yeah.
Smile and die.
Yeah. Nah.
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 It's no.
I wonder what they're going to play this.
Mind as an open doorway and things flying in and out of it.
I think that's what I think too. I think she thinks there are other people that are having an effect. Oh no, what if F.C.G's right? It's fine. It's not in her control.
You're Imogen, not you. Maybe you too. Imogen is a like Charles Xavier or Jean Grey is a AAA global level empath in the making, telepath in the making.
Oh God, that would be so cool.
Reaches all the way to the moon.
That would be amazing.
Love me.
Yeah, she's basically Dark.
Yep.
She's basically Phoenix. We're just waiting.
That's how about.
And we just basically got our first glimpse of Dark Phoenix.
Ashton referred to themselves as a person who was professionally left behind, a heartbreaking phrase considering his backstory, and desire not to leave anyone behind. How does the root of being left behind affect Ashton and how they relate to others? Well, get rid of that. Yeah, boy, it's certainly, that's a big question. It certainly creates low expectations of people.
Over halfway? No?
Is the easy thing to say. And it certainly creates a very good situation that until you're way too invested where you can kind of go, well, people come, people go, people die, people don't. It's kind of just how it goes, and just it can make a very a low impact reality, which is kind of what they've been doing for all this time, is working very hard to have the most low impact reality possible with, all of their intimate relationships were just, mildly ironic, with people you could kind of just be shitty with with the understanding that everyone loved and cared for each other, but just enough distance to make it safe.
Everyone understood they wanted to keep that distance.
Yeah,
right.
It's a whole bunch of people who understood this is the best they get, and real and intense, but it is definitely designed to make something going wrong hurt a lot less, for better or for worse, or in theory, doesn't really work. That doesn't really work, by the way. It's true. So it is kind of, this is a lot of therapy for these characters going on right now.
Yeah, it is.
So
Sure. Yeah, you're now in deep impact.
Yeah, and there's a lot of dark mirrors happening right now in the group of like, oh yeah, I should have taken care of that, shouldn't I? With an awful lot of people. But got to get through eventually to almost everyone except Chetney. about how much they really appreciate them and care about them. And, you know, Chetney knows. Chetney's fine.
I love a bunch of fuck
I love
ups.
Chetney so much.
Chetney's so ridiculous.
Matthew.
All right,
yes.
Another one.
Do it.
And then we're going to do one more quick round all the way around.
Speed round?
All right, speed round.
But this is not the speed round. This is the end of the regular round, too.
Matt, Bell's Hells are on their way to Eos. What hints can you give us about this new city?
Oh.
Eos,
Yes.
the city of flowing light.
Flowing light?
City of Flowing Light. You just made that up, didn't you?
No, actually, that's the title. Has a few titles, but the City of Flowing Light is the main known one. Yeah, it's a very illustrious city in the middle of the Gloom Jungles. It's built on a lake, like in the middle of a lake, and is.
Matt, tell us stories about Eos.
It is rivaled only by Ank'Harel in its places of learning and its kind of illustrious culture of kind of open sharing of knowledge, and presents itself, though probably a little more stuffy than Ank'Harel in a number of ways. It definitely is a little up its own ass, or at least the people in charge, the
Got it.
Lambent Path. But yeah, it's fun. There is a skyport there, which I think you're heading towards eventually, and
Eventually.
it is. Yeah, eventually we'll get there. But it is based in largely orcish society. It's like
Oh, that's right.
yeah, it's a mostly orc and half orc erudite culture, and yeah, it's fun. I don't want to say too much.
It's been built up for so long, I can't
I
wait
know.
to get there.
It's a fun place. It's a fun place. I'm excited for you guys to get there.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Lightning round. Go,
Speed
go.
round real fast. I'm going to try to answer as fast as possible. Make it a sad one. Orm was chosen over Laudna for Fern's Revivify. How did that knowledge affect him, and what was it like to see Laudna get resurrected? Bang. Orm felt awful about it, and Orm's had a happy life, and Laudna had so much hardship and didn't think that she deserved it, and it echoed everything that happened in the past where the important people were gone and he was not, but luckily it got reversed. Yay, Vox Machina.
Tell us about Imogen's emotional roller coaster of losing Laudna to getting her back.
You have 60 seconds or
What
less.
was that
Love-
experience
love
like
a
for
speed
her?
round. I'm just gonna start writing y'all specific speed round questions.
No, this is good. This
Go,
is good.
go, Laura, go.
It was really awful. I was sobbing every single day about it. And then she's back. Yay.
Hey, great. Taliesin.
All right.
Taliesin, how do you feel about Laudna's resurrection?
Cool.
Okay, but really, that might
that's
be the
not
next
gonna-
one that gets.
How did Laudna's death and resurrection affect Ashen? What was it like to see Ashen brought back in a divine way, as opposed to Ashen's own very different resurrection?
I swear there are other questions in there. I worked so hard.
Well, honestly, that's a conversation that's probably going to happen in game. So I will definitely address that at some point. But you know, if you just want a little hint of it. Laudna definitely didn't deserve the terrible things that happened to her. Ashton's feelings on his thing is very different. Anyway, there we go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, quickie.
All right. Considering Laudna's death, how did it
Shut
affect...
up. Don't you dare.
I'm kidding. Matt, did you consider bringing in Essek to fight alongside the Mighty Nine?
Oh.
Good question.
Yes.
It was less about me and more about what the story. I mean, I had Essek at the ready, but at the same time, like, this was your guys' adventure, you know, and it was more like if it made sense in
Mighty
the time
Nine?
frame. And you know, Essek isn't sitting in the closet of some tower somewhere just waiting for someone to call him to come help. Like, he's busy doing his own shit and trying to keep out of trouble, and especially since it's still very much in that period of him just having narrowly dodged being executed as a traitor to Jorhas, and
It's
and the
brand
Kree.
new.
Yeah,
So-
I thought
so
he
it's-
was in
it's 6
deep
months
in
after.
hiding, and it
He's
was like,
deep in
you
hiding.
don't contact Essek unless...
For the most part, I mean, like
Is
that's
there?
kind of where it's at. Like he does, like we talked, like he still visits when he has the opportunity to do so safely, and only like occasionally.
Oh my gosh.
So like
Nick Fury
he's-
can only.
yeah, he's not in a quick grab like, oh hey, come help us, like that was But if there was a scenario where somehow shit got really bad in the adventure, and you were like the only person who could help us through this is Essek, and you had to write things for I had him at the ready just in case. But yeah, this wasn't the kind of story where he like comes and pals with you guys on a ship in the sea to go fight Uk'otoa, which was something that was so unrelated to his experience with the Mighty Nine as well. Like, yeah, I didn't really consider it as something that needed to happen, but had him at the ready in case something happened where he suddenly was needed.
Oh, how did Essek feel about Laudna's death?
You know, it didn't really affect him that much.
He's already lost people.
God, he was busy making muffins. But also, you know, I'm glad that towards the end we were able to bring him into the narrative for a little bit, and that was
a lot of new things happening in this window of time.
Yeah. Yeah, still a very fresh end of the campaign when this came around. So, and that was my sense.
6 months isn't that long.
No, that's like the very beginning of Essek and Caleb,
Especially when you consider like the first 3 months of it likely was a lot of like tying up the loose ends, like starting your and Bo's pursuit of the slow chase of tearing down the Cerberus assembly from the inside. You know, you piecing yourself together.
Oh yeah, had a head start, but yeah.
And then the rest of you just kind of like establishing your time at sea. Like it was a short window.
Ford still hasn't proposed. What the fuck?
He's been
You hear that, Travis?
been carrying the ring around in his pocket though for like 3 months.
He thinks he proposed already because I'm wearing the fire ring. I think.
Afraid of
That's what
sea
it is.
creatures and
He
commitment.
thinks he feels like he did.
Class ring though.
Yeah. That's
Technically, y'all only
promise ring.
started dating towards the end of the campaign.
We've only
so
been
really,
dating for
y'all
like
are only
7 months.
Yeah, like 7 months.
That's
It's true.
not a very long time.
No.
It's true.
Even I feel like even for Jester, that's not
That's
like
not a very
a long.
But we are
okay.
living together, apparently.
You are.
You know what'll make you feel better though is getting up to pull from the Tower of Inquiry
God
again. Ladies and gentlemen, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. It is time to watch Laura
You know, next time she's happy
Tower
with
You
won't remember this. He won't remember this. Next time you're on a Farsight Dive and she's
stop from playing basketball in the future. If they do it once, and then someone has to write a new rule to stop them from
You're
happening.
gonna maybe have to write a handbook
It's like
for
the way
this.
Sandman had to, they had to change
You know the rules. Someone, Laura, pulls from the tower, and we will answer the question coinciding with the block. Badass.
You have only made her more powerful.
Seriously.
11.
I don't even know why
So
she's
good.
mad.
Oh, you got
I'm
10
just
before.
building her legend.
Oh.
This is a fun one. Oh yeah, do your thing and then I'll ask it.
Tower of Bailey.
It's getting so
Amon.
tall that it's also like hard to reach up there and not. I don't want to grab the table. It's gonna shake. I'm on my tiptoes. That's not cool. Okay.
I believe in you, Airbud.
Okay. Okay. This is fine.
I'm pulling it out was the easy
Everything's
part,
fine.
apparently.
Okay. Stop shaking.
Yeah, stop shaking.
You got this.
Yeah, you've got this. This ain't nothing.
Laura Bailey only wins. Whoa.
Oh.
Laura Bailey don't give a fuck.
I'm not even gonna need to sit down because you're gonna make me do it again.
What's that question for us, Nanny?
If your characters were dragons, what items would be in their hoard? From a immortal trapped in the astral sea from Tumblr.
Our characters were
Out in the
amazing.
astral sea, buddy.
Oh God. I don't even know if I should mention this. This is I have a friend who came up with a weird mini game of like serving a dragon who's a bit of a hoarder, and the whole mini game is just using persuasion checks to get the dragon to let go of things that are clearly not treasure. Sorry.
Oh no.
That was the darkest. Yeah, that was a really fun dark idea. I do not take credit for that. That was a friend of mine. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot of stuff that they should probably get rid of. I think that just things that are really not useful. String, packaging from iPhones. Not the iPhone, but like the packaging just in case. You never know.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Caleb Dragon would sit atop a massive pile of flame retardant books. Orm would be on a massive, Orm Dragon would be on a massive pile of pies, and Vax would sit on a hoard of Days in the Sun.
Oh, that's
dead, though.
so
Love you can-
sad.
Percy would sit on top of a giant mine full of money and magical rocks. And oh, wait a minute. I'm a dragon. All right.
Yeah, Vex too.
Yeah.
Just classic.
Living the dragon life.
Classic dragon life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Jester obviously would be on top of a hoard of sweets. Just all candy, donuts, sugary cakes. Delicious. I can't think of a single thing Imogen would want to...
Got a hoard of treats. Like someone try and sneak in there Bilbo style and grab one, it just wouldn't move because everything's
they'd
just
all be
stuck together.
Yeah.
Like old candy, like
Nothing
hard
but
candy.
taffy. Ah.
That's not been like wrapped up, so they've kind of like condensed together.
It's just been warm enough that they've
Yeah.
just
Just a
started
dragon
Yeah,
just kind of
that's
just licks
all-
the sides of it
I mean,
until it
she
becomes one
probably
solid
would,
thing.
though.
Yeah.
Candy Mountain.
Yeah.
She'd be the cutest dragon.
Candy Mountain.
Good dog, Candy
Candy Mountain.
Would Imogen Dragon just be in a giant horse corral nuzzling horsies?
Aww.
Pile of them.
Pile of horses.
Fine. Imogen Dragon would live out in a
The whole
pasture.
run, I know.
Yeah, she'd live out in a field of flowers. Is
Just
where
run
Imogen
the
Dragon
horses,
would
I
be.
think.
Yeah.
No. I like that. That's a good question.
Okay.
God.
What do we do? I didn't say anything. Look, she just
No.
went. Don't let me stop you.
Don't.
She clearly wants to
I
pull
don't
another
wanna
brick
do it.
from the Tower of Terror.
I just assumed if you want to change
Laura.
things up,
Would you do me a favor and ask Matt to pull a block from Tower of Terror?
you
Fine.
can do it, Matt. You can do it. You can do it. You can do
Of
it.
course,
It's okay, it's
once
okay.
he's fired
I know
up to
you
gun
can.
her, he goes up
Yeah,
into
well
the
done.
DM.
Well done. Well done.
It's
Matt
the power
is-
of inquiry.
Matt is
Liam.
very good at this game.
Terror.
Terror.
No.
Terror.
Terror.
Don't smack it.
It is.
Don't do what
We're
we
just
did.
shook just by
Oh, don't breathe, Matt.
No, this is
one hand. You can't do it with two hands.
Is that a rule?
That's the rule. I was doing it with one hand the whole time.
I thought you were just trying to show off.
It's better with one hand anyway.
Shit.
Oh God, it's
Oh
shaking.
my goodness.
Yeah.
This is bad, y'all.
This is nervous.
Mhm.
Oh, no way.
No.
That's not a good one.
That's not a good one.
Is
Do we have a
is that
rule? Do we
illegal?
know that's illegal?
No, it's
What's
just
illegal?
top
It's
three.
three from the top.
Yeah.
It's got
This
to
is the fourth or
Yeah,
fifth
it's not
down.
Four down, center, loosey-goosey at all?
This counts.
Mhm.
Yo. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Wibble wobble, wibble wobble.
Got to do the heist move. Oh, man. That's a problem. It's gone.
No.
Nope, we're good. I got this, y'all.
It's the remaining balance I'm worried about.
Oh my God.
number.
36.
Yeah, the whole thing shifted. Oh God.
Whoa.
How?
Whoa.
Wait, are we done? Are we done? Does that mean the next group has to?
No,
is-
what are you talking about? I run this show. What's the question?
Here, but Liam, wait.
What's up?
Let me propose something
What's
to you.
up? What's up, bestie?
If we stop pulling from the tower now,
Yeah.
then the next group, whoever does four-sided dive, is gonna have to suffer the consequences of our actions.
Right. You're asking me to band together with you and turn on them.
Yes.
I'll take it into consideration. What's our question, Danny?
It's mad with power.
Oh, no.
I like it.
Is it a big challenge to keep elements of your character's backstory from other players until the reveal in-game? From Fergal Gorman.
Good question.
What was the
Sometimes.
question? I was
Is
looking
it hard
at the
to
tower.
keep our like secrets or backstory or things we
Backstory
wanna...
seeker from other characters.
Okay.
Well, for me, I only talked to, for Orem, I only talked to Marisha because I didn't want to step on her toes with her idea of the Ashari and Keyleth as a leader and all that. So I spilled the tea completely. That's out of the ordinary. I prefer delighting and or disappointing my friends at the table. So not hard.
No, I prefer, like, the in-game talks are too much fun. It's just like, sometimes there's some stuff where I'm like, ooh, this is cool, but it's always just more technical. I enjoyed briefly talking to Travis about Blood Hunters. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Answer the question. Two things. One, I have to take a wee. I know that's out of the ordinary, and I'm the host. I'm sorry. And 2, when I'm gone, please pull another brick from
I'm
the
not
tower.
gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. You're
I'm
not
the
gonna
host.
be here. You can't make me do anything.
I'm the host. She can't defy me. I'm gonna
Watch
go
me.
urinate.
Watch me.
Was that a little
If
bit
you're
of a-
not here, I'm not doing it.
Pull that brick.
I mean,
I do
Okay,
have a hard
fine,
time not
because-
sharing my backstory, by the way, just because I like to gab.
Who do you talk to, Travis?
I don't do it, but it's really hard
but it's
not
hard.
to.
Oh, I see. I misunderstood.
Yeah. I really like as I'm thinking things through, like, ooh, you know, it would be cool. And yeah, I want to tell somebody those things.
You can always tell me.
Can I?
Yes.
that's where I dump
Okay.
many of my secrets.
Taliesin tells me all of his secrets.
That's actually a really good idea, because then if our secrets overlap, because like, you know, you want to make sure you're not stepping on anybody's toes, but I could just tell you and you would know if I was stepping on anybody's
It's true. I'm here for you. Also, I just like knowing secrets.
She does.
I don't blame you.
I'm a big fan.
Guess what?
What?
Viewers at home, I'm not going to pull a block. Ha 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 ha.
Ooh,
Wow.
resistance from within.
Is that... No, I feel bad.
We're not gonna fight you. We're gonna let it whatever
I'm gonna
whatever you
do
need
it.
to do.
Nope.
Look, systems that are ineffectual are meant to be challenged and crumbled. I'm here for the interior mutiny.
Much like towers,
Laura,
they're meant to be
you don't have to pull a block if you don't want to pull a block.
You
I'm gonna
pass
go
it to
ahead.
somebody
I'm
else if you want
overruling the
to.
tavern
You've pulled
keeper.
like 7 now.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's so many.
You can just let it go by. It's okay.
You know
Save the thing
amount
on
of-
the save the thing on the prompter, and then we can pretend it just
We can just tell. He's not gonna watch
He's not
the
here.
show. He's
No
not
way.
gonna watch the episode. Just tell him that we did it. We can make up a question.
We can?
Yeah.
And we can just tell him that I did
Yeah,
it?
we can just tell him that you did it.
we won't.
Let's
we won't.
all together tell him that I did it and I was good.
Yeah. Wow, look, the tower looks so different. I can't believe you pulled that off.
Amazing.
It was amazing.
Shit.
Wow.
That was crazy.
That was
my God.
incredible.
How is that thing still standing
You're
after that?
amazing.
Such
Amazing.
Such a clutch move.
Amazing. Thank you. Immortal in... Oh, shit. What was I say? Thank you, Immortal in the Astral Sea and... Oh, wait.
That was last.
Farragold Gorman.
Farragold Gorman. Remember, if you have a light and frothy question for our Tower of Inquiry, I'm such a bad host, you can enter it at careerwell.com/tower.
Tower.
Tower! And Liam still isn't back from the bathroom, so maybe we should just take a break.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take a little...
Woo!
What the fuck is
What is that?
What?
What is...
Well, how do you do?
Oh no, the glasses.
Over there, guys. A real wolf. Look at that. Yeah,
so cute.
definitely.
He's so cute!
Jaffe, I am no ordinary wolf. I'm the Winter's Crest wolf.
Clearly.
Winter's Crest Wolf. What does that even mean?
Yeah.
What,
Well, you know, I don't want to brag, but I travel around from town to town retelling the epic tale of Winter's Crest. Would you curtain climbers like to learn the true story?
Ooh, a suspicious lore drop. I'm always into suspicious
Yeah.
lore drop.
Let me
Let's
just
do
put
this.
my hat on. There we
Need your
go.
glasses.
Original Winter's Crest hat.
Can I
All
fix...
right.
I want to fix his little
I'm
glasses.
keeping notes. I'm judging.
Could you? Because I'm farsighted
Yeah,
and I
hold
can't
on.
see
Let
the
me
prompter
fix your
from
glasses, Wolfie.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow.
You're very lovely. You're
You
good
are
with,
so cute, Wolfie.
You're very good with that tower.
Thank you.
All right. Take your seats, kids. Get ready for story time.
I didn't fix him, did I?
The glasses are off. So, here we go. Long ago, this elemental mage named Everon the Rhyme Lord blanketed Taldori in an eternal ice and winter. Oh man, he was a real SOB and was trying to make the roads more slick for the classic hot rods.
I think these animators didn't want to animate mouth flaps.
This is very.
Oh man. I'm into cars.
Wait,
It's a
cars?
good car.
They're-
Andrea?
No, there's not
I'm into it.
cars. He's kidding.
No, there's cars.
There are no cars in Exandria.
Yes, of course there aren't cars. We're talking hot rods, man.
Thank you.
Taldori is home to some of the slickest rods in all of Exandria.
Wait, is that on the screen or is
Get
that-
with it, Mercer? You're trying to tell me you've never eyeballed a three-window lowboy deuce coupe with a traditional chop cruising around Whitestone?
Hot.
What?
Yeah, that's what I thought. So,
I'm into
anyway,
it.
this
Yeah.
guy Everon, he's making Taldore his own icy parking lot for his rods, right? And hey, Even I got to admit, a lot of them were real cherries. I mean, top shelf shit. But you know, it's still a drag and all. So anyway,
Good pun.
everyone's flipping their lids because Tal'Dorei is looking like Antsville with all these rides.
That's not.
So someone's got to step up to Everon.
Oh.
But who?
No.
And how? And that, boys and girls, is where the big man in red comes in. Santa Claus 13th prime day.
Okay. That's not correct. Santa Claus is not canon in our world. That is not. I won't let this happen. Not on my watch.
Yeah,
feel like
sure.
there was a-
Whatever you say, Kevin Sorbet.
This is
Santa
some
Claus.
David Lee Hart technique over there, buddy. Continue, please.
Santa Claus is 100% a part of the story. Are you kidding me? This guy changed
How
the
long
game.
is this going?
So Big
I
Red
hate
would
this
usually
so
just
much.
pound this guy. But Tal'Dorei law is you gotta settle it on the track.
No.
So he knows he's gotta race him. Santa does what he does best.
Oh.
He gooses it right through the divine gate and pulls up on Everon.
Magic.
And let me just take the time to say Santa was a real has a real screamer. I mean,
Santa was a real screamer.
he's right. Hey, don't get me start talking about what goes on in the North Pole. But his hot rod, I mean, this thing could really burn rubber. He had a red 32 Highboy Roadster
Nice.
with the French front and baby moons, a real lead sled, you know what I'm saying?
This is so cool. I didn't know Santa was a prime deity, and that he was into hot rods too. That's amazing.
Matt, God, the worlds you build are so expansive. It's like just there's so much.
Why didn't
there's
you
so
tell
much to
us about
see.
this earlier?
So here they were. Santa Claus and his lead sled. Everon in his icy blue 51 Hudson pacemaker with the California top and dog dish hubcaps ready to rip. Everyone from Crag, Hammer, and Singhorn is here to cheer on Big Red, hoping he's gonna thaw out Tal'Dorei and Everon once and for all. And just like that, bang! The shot rings out and they are off the line. Everon gave Santa the hit, but it wasn't much. His rod is just too fast. He tears the road up behind him and takes the lead. Santa is close behind, trying to agitate the gravel. They're swinging in and out of turns, digging into icy roads, trying to get in each other's way, and then bam! Santa creams the side of
Yeah, he
Everon's
does.
pacemaker. But he can't get him to budge.
Santa's a screamer.
Everon still has the lead, and they're getting to the end of the track. Santa only has one more chance to finish this. Little does Everon know that Santa has an extra trick in his bag. The druids earlier hopped Santa's sled and rigged it with kits. Santa hits the Nas and the flamethrowers blast him right through to Everon to take the lead. Everon's engine is completely grenaded. I mean, the transition is completely launched. And Santa whizzes across the finish line and puts the gap on Everon once and for all. And that, kids, is the story of why we celebrate Winter's Crest. So next time you're putting up lights or sipping on your hot cocoa, you just remember the kits Santa was spraying on that fateful day.
Man.
I like this wolf better.
All right, I should haul ass out of here. I'm real gone with this local dolly and hoping for a game of backseat bingo if you catch my drift.
I don't.
Later, squares! Hello!
Goodbye, Winter's Crest Wolf. No. And your glasses.
And we love you. Thank you for making Tal'Dorei so cool.
So cool.
I hate everything
Wolfie.
about this.
Yeah, that was.
You know, if I ever get to DMing, this is probably going to be my foot. I'm
Now that we all
probably
know
going to
the
be a
true
lot like
meaning of
Matt
Winter's
Mercer. I'm
Crest,
going to try to do
we're going to take a
as well.
quick break
And
and reflect on it. But
hopefully
don't go
be
too far,
weeping.
because when we come back, we're going to be doing a little gift-giving exchange game but with a four-sided twist.
Ooh.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know either, but we're doing it.
Oh, we're gonna
That's
do
the
it.
break. Ooh.
Hey critters, Laura Bailey here to guide you through what's new in the Critical Role
I
shop.
just want to watch the ending.
This holiday season, give the gift of
Holy shoot.
effortless style.
The cuteness, it's overpowering.
Go ahead, darling. Treat yourself.
Aw, they're so mini.
Oh, so comfy cozy.
These holidays, you know, they're just around the corner.
Style
That is
should be a
something.
dumpster, darling.
I already got mine. By the way,
This is
Christmas
a
is
lot of
coming.
stuff, you guys. We have like so many cool things right now. And hey, if you want, you
Okay,
can head over
I'm
to
gonna
the
call
Critical
here.
Role shop right now.
Thank you for joining us. This is for this reaction to that's so cool stuff. But to this episode of Foresight Dive, I am Frina Rinacha, the temporary full elven. Well, I'm because of half elven too right now, but that's because I can't find the other full elven ear. Thank you for joining me. Hey, and I wish thee good fortune on the quest of life. What the hell's that? Oh, I like this. So I've already reacted to this.